even, precise or broad, completely customizable. That's what you're getting when you lift up a Wagner paint sprayer. This is the Wagner FLEXiO 2000 Plus paint sprayer, and you're seeing my dear guest Jason. He's actually doing a door in, oh my gosh, if we keep watching him, it's gonna be like 2 minutes or something. Imagine trying to do that door with a roller brush and a tray or a detail brush. Think of how long that would take you to do, how much time it would take, how much effort it would take. This is Jason Cameron. Nice to see you, my dear.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for having me. Time is money.
Time is money, and this is from Wagner. It's
Yes.
super easy. So what it is the Wagner FLEXiO 2000 Plus. It is our QVC2 big deal price of $99.98, 5 easy payments of $20. I want to share with you that the retail value on this particular item is $135. So right there, we want to bring you value. We're $35 less than that at $99.98. We actually put it on Easy Pay. I'm not quite sure if you'd find Wagner sprayers on Easy Pay anywhere else, so $20 actually gets it home. But there's also another item that we're going to give you, because we're talking about a paint sprayer that actually does paint and stain and lacquer. But if you come back here, not only are you going to get the sprayer, but you're also going to receive a voucher worth up to $20 depending upon how you're going to use it. So you can use it and get $5 back on 4 1-gallon buckets of paint, or $20 back on 1 5-gallon bucket of paint. So that's really awesome, and you can find these paints, it's PPG, at lots of places. I think I wrote them down: Home Depot, Walmart, Menards, so lots of places you can find that paint. Back to you, Jason Cameron.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Yes, you too.
Jason is probably a familiar face to you if you do, and if you watch any home improvement shows or DIY shows, and actually you have a show right now on a network, and I believe it's called Superstar Renovation.
It is, yes.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I use this.
So he's a DIY guy, but also a contractor. So tell us why Wagner.
Oh my God, where do I start? I love this product because this is the workhorse sprayer. I have 2 of these on my truck. I use them at home. I use them with clients. I use them all the time. As you can see, the door that I just did, I'll have a guy, one of my guys, just doing doors all day long. And you can see that took me, it's 1 coat coverage. That's what we call this, 1 coat coverage. It would take all day with a paintbrush. So the great thing about this is that whether you're a beginner or you're somebody like me who's been painting for a long time, you can pick this up and start using it and give you professional finish.
And we're gonna get going. So we're gonna do a tour in a second, but I'd love to see you paint for a second and then come back and show how easy it is to use.
That's why I like you,
and then we'll do a tour. I want to paint.
Yes, I'm with you.
Because Rick actually threw down the gauntlet, was like, Rachel's gonna paint. How much are you gonna paint?
I did hear that there was a challenge.
There's a challenge.
Rick challenged you.
You did challenge me.
Well, we'll do that when we get to the wall.
Perfect. I love it.
So this is something that a lot of people tend to throw out, right? Like I was just recently, it was in New Jersey. I was driving by a house. You ever done this and you see something they were going to throw out?
Yes, and you're like, I kind of want that.
This is
I think it is going to go in the back of the car. Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is it. You saw a wicker chair.
Yeah, saw a wicker chair. I'm like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It just needs to be painted. So this is what somebody would grab, right, to paint. I mean, look at this little thing, right? So look how long all these little cracks and crevices. It would be a nightmare. And I've done this, and it was, and you'd be all day long. You get bristles in, and it's just so. Let's get rid of that.
Got it.
All right. So now with the FLEXiO, I've got it set to high, right? I just want to walk through this real quick.
Sure.
Power's at high. I've got my flow control valve. This controls the amount of paint that comes out.
Yes.
Right? That's your material flow.
And you put it on what number?
Right now I've got it on 7.
7, right?
And then I've got this, the width of the spray set to wide.
Okay,
right?
great.
You've got wide and narrow. So that's the great thing about Wagner. They make this very simple. The controls are very easy to use.
Okay,
right?
He's got it on wide, he's got it on 7, he's got it on high. We're going to put it to the test, if you will.
So check this out. So I'm going to start at the top.
Okay.
Now the nice thing is you got a 2-stage trigger. So when I pull initially, it's just the turbine. Then you pull again and you get the paint come out.
Whoa! Look at that orange. And first of all, Jason, happy birthday. You gave me my birthday color because I love orange.
Yeah, burnt orange. This is Pantone's color of the year right here.
Whoa, I love it.
Look at what's amazing about this is look how it's just getting right in those little cracks and crevices. And I can go real slow and I'm getting a really nice even coat, 1 coat finish. If this was a paintbrush, I would be going crazy by now.
Right.
Look at this.
I mean, we're seeing the transformation right before your very eyes. Isn't this what we love about the DIY shows and the kind of the before and afters? This is your after in less than 2 minutes. I feel like we should almost have a clock up. This is incredible.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
I mean, this is what I love about the FLEXiO, is that it's not only is it so flexible, because you can go from a really big project to a really small project.
Yeah, and
Look
that was really easy because you just did the door in red. I love that the chair is in orange.
It's a great color.
How much does that weigh, my friend?
So this is, it's anywhere from 6.5 to, with the paint in it.
Yes.
About 5.5 to 6 pounds.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, you know, if you want to use two hands, you can use two hands. I'm very used to this.
Yeah.
And once you get used to it, it's very easy to use. You can always support it as well.
You know, we're going to paint one more thing, and then I'd love to have you do a tour because you just showed us that you put that on a high flow, on 7 and wide, and then we can try another one. And is it the same setting or a different setting?
So here we go. So I've got it on high. So whenever you do a larger surface, you're going to put it on high.
Great.
Right? When you do a smaller surface or more detailed stuff, you can go to low.
Great.
So for the material flow, right now I've got it set to 11 because I'm doing a large surface, right? So same kind of concept. If you're doing a smaller surface and you want less flow, you can change this. And once you use it a couple times, you really get used to that. And I'm going with a wide spray.
Love it. Okay.
So this right here, and also this controls the how the fan is going. So right now I've got the fan set to a horizontal fan.
Okay.
Right. So
you're going to do it back and forth then.
Right. Well, this one I'm going to go up and down.
Oh, sorry.
Right. That's all right. It's very intuitive. And this is a stain because you asked me about stain.
Yes.
This is a solid stain. Now the great thing about the FLEXiO, one of the reasons it's so versatile, one of the reasons that Wagner is the #1 consumer brand worldwide in paint sprayers because they know how to make sprayers.
Yes.
You don't have to thin this. It can go right from the can right into here.
Perfect.
Right?
And we wanted to show you a stain because we want you to think about your painting projects and your staining products. Don't think that it's just paint. It can do more than that. It can handle different viscosities, and I'll ask Jason about that in a second.
You can see how I'm going a nice steady speed. I'm about 6 inches away and just nice and slow, and you get a really nice one coat coverage.
Wow, okay, I really want to try that.
Absolutely.
Can I try that?
I was hoping you would say that.
Yes, I want to step in.
Absolutely.
So you hand it to me.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
And do I start just from the bottom and go up?
Start from the bottom or the top, whichever way you want to go. So you want to come in a little more?
Come in a little bit closer.
And go, that's it, bingo.
Okay, Rachel is learning how to stain. Actually, scratch that.
Rachel's going to show Rick.
Learned how to stain. Exactly. Rick said that he wanted to do a little competition.
There is a challenge.
Like, the challenge was given, the challenge accepted and taken.
But see how easy it is?
Look at how nice that is.
Very nice coverage. And for you, this is what, the third, maybe the second time you've used this? Because you and I did
we did another presentation.
And you're doing great. The speed is good, and you can see you can come a little bit closer.
Closer? Okay.
There you go. And that's a good speed. You go perfect. And you're doing one hand.
And can I just tell you, this is super, super, super satisfying.
It is, isn't it?
Just seeing my very lovely before and after is really awesome.
But that's how versatile this is. And you can see this is a large surface. So imagine having a large fence to do and trying to do this with a roller or a paintbrush. It would be a nightmare.
We're going to walk over there one second because I'd love to have you give us a tour. I wanted to just dive right in and give you an idea of what this can do. And you said Wagner is who? It's the #1
consumer brand worldwide in paint sprayers.
Wow, okay.
I've been a Wagner fan for a long time. I've got one of the original sprayers still to this day. My grandpa had it.
Oh my gosh.
So I've known Wagner for a long time, and they really understand sprayers. And this is such a workhorse because a beginner to an advanced person can use this. And that's why they make it so simple. So we talked about the high and low.
Sure.
That's why it's very simple. So if you're doing larger surfaces and you want maximum, you go to high, right? If you're doing smaller surfaces, you go to low. This is the material flow control right here.
So whatever you're putting in, a paint or a stain or a lacquer.
Exactly.
How the speed that it's going to come out of the gun.
The speed, the amount of material that actually is introduced, right? Normally you're going to be at 5 or 6 is what you would normally be, right? So right now we've got it on 2. I would be up maybe a 5 or a 6, right? But very easy to function. This, again, this lever right here is the width control. So this controls the width, right? So you've got right now we've got it set to wide, and then you can go to narrow.
So you can really customize this.
You can customize.
You just told me I can decide flow, I can customize.
Solutions.
Simple solution. Width, is it wide or narrow?
Simple.
That's awesome. Okay.
And then this controls the orientation of the spray, right? So it's if what happens is the wind or the wind comes out or the air comes out and it compresses the paint and makes it go either horizontal or vertical. So right now we've got it set to a vertical. And simply by doing this, we set it to a horizontal.
Perfect.
So very easy to
And how
control.
do I clean this?
So cleaning, I'm glad you asked that. Cleaning, it's very simple. This is this is called a lock and go, right? So it's very easy. You can see on this side, there's a little bit of there's a thumb lever right here.
Yeah.
So you just press that down. And then this comes out.
I know, he taught me how to do it in 2 seconds. I was like, okay,
and
that's
you
really
mastered
easy.
it.
And I did.
So the turbine you set aside, all you have to do is wipe this down.
Okay,
Very
wipe
simple.
it down.
This comes out. You just unscrew this.
And how big is that?
This is 1.5 quarts.
Perfect.
This will do, if this is full, it will do about a 12 by 10 wall.
Nice.
125, exactly. You get a lot
Because
done.
as a contractor, how long would it take if I were using traditional brush roll and to do a 12 by 10 wall?
Forget it. I haven't done that in so long.
Because why?
Forgot.
Are you using these?
This is all I use anymore.
You and your guys.
Rachel, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay, right.
You're going to find this funny. I was never much of a fan of painting until I started spraying.
Okay.
Now I love it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, see?
So what we have also when you get this kit, you also get the container liners. These are liners. What's great about this is that it saves you a lot of time in cleaning. So if you put the liner in, you put your paint in, then you screw it back on.
Yeah.
Then when you go to clean it, you just take the liner out.
You take the liner out.
Right. Otherwise, very easy to clean.
Love it.
This right here, what I love about this is directional. So where it brings the paint in, you can turn it. So if you're going up, you can turn it this way. If you're spraying down. Now, it's a simple thing, but it's genius.
Right, you can turn it in the way that it needs to draw the paint depending upon which angle you are.
Which angle
totally
you
get
are.
it.
So that's really cool.
Great.
Other than that, this comes apart. I'm not going to take the whole thing
Sure.
apart, but the manual it spells it out very easily, so it's very easy to clean.
And this is something else I just wanted to reach through and show you, because Wagner thinks of everything. There's a reason that you must be the #1 paint sprayer, folks, in the world, because look at this. There's even this little practice sheet. Do you see the practice sheet?
And we
that
use
actually
this.
shows you, I'm not sure if you can actually see it, right?
Yes.
But it shows you so you get comfortable
Right.
painting, and you know how much you have to pull the trigger to get
How far you need to be.
horizontally
Yep.
and vertically, and how far away you need to be.
Yeah.
And it might seem like, really, do you really need to include that? But that's just another way that Wagner's going to take care of you. And let me remind you of the deal, because this is a QVC2 big deal. It's not going to stay here for forever. We're under $100. We're at $99.98 when the comparable retail should be $135. Not only that, we put it on 5 easy payments, because we know I've got my spring to-do list right now. We want to get at it now.
So I'm
Let's
talking
get
about
it home.
right now.
Let's get it home to you for $20, and you are working with it, but you've got 5 months to pay for it. And then, not just that, I love that we're giving you the paint sprayer and, of course, that eye spray nozzle. But if you come back here, this is a voucher that actually is going to come with the offer too. So you're gonna get $20 however you wanna use it. You can either use it on $5 off 4 1-gallon cans of paint, or you can get $20 off 1 5-gallon can of paint. So however you wanna use it. So when you say you're saying $35 and then you get a voucher worth another 20, that looks like a savings of like $55 to me. And I love it that we're like giving you this so that you're already ready. Like, what is that project you have on your mind? Let's get to getting.
This is a great deal.
Yeah.
It really is an amazing deal. So let's get painting again.
1, 2, 3. Let's get painting again. I love it.
This is going to drive me crazy. I'm going to finish it.
Okay, you're going to finish it. So this is a stain.
Yes, this is a solid stain.
This is a solid stain, which I love. And now, it says, is there any viscosity that I can't use with this sprayer? Like we said, it can be used with paints and stains and lacquers,
right.
I guess,
yes.
right?
Yes, you would just manipulate the controls a little bit.
Okay.
But no, it works with both. It works with stains, it works with paints, so you can just work on the material flow and change the high to low if you need to, but no, it'll work with both.
So Jason is a contractor.
Yes.
You've probably seen him on remodel and makeover type shows. You have folks who are working with you in kind of a contractor's capacity, and do they use these, or do they use a brush and a pan?
Oh no, they use these. Once I introduce them to this, that's all they want to use. I had my mom using this a couple of weeks ago. She wouldn't put it down. She loves it. So that's the beauty of the FLEXiO, is that it's so versatile and so easy for anybody to use.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you picked it up.
Yeah, exactly, in seconds.
So
I've got to paint more, but I'm going to let you go.
No, that's all right.
So Rick and I have we have a thing going on.
Yeah,
we have a
I
competition.
know. I can feel that. There's something in the air here about a competition.
Competition.
So right now I've got it set. So right now I want to show you the versatility of this. I've got these the spindles, right? Yeah. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to narrow. So the width I'm just going to set to narrow.
Narrow, because we've done 3 wide projects immediately.
Right.
Now we're setting it to narrow.
Yep, they can see that right there, the narrow. So it's real simple.
Yeah.
And I've got it set to about 5. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit.
Okay.
And I've got it set to, I'm going to leave it on high.
You're leaving on high.
I'm going to leave it on high.
Great.
Okay?
Yep.
So let me show you real quick. I'm going to do some spindles.
So maybe you've got a banister that you need to redo, that the kids have bumped into it 9,000 times, or for me it's my dog or my cat's running around it, sliding around it, and you just feel like, you know what, this is bugging me. It's become an eyesore. Look at how quickly Jason is turning a before into an after. That's really what this is about. I want you to think in your mind of all those little kind of checklist honey-do things for yourself that you have to do. And maybe it's you know, I'd love to repaint the baby's crib. Maybe it happens to be staining the fence that you have in your backyard. Maybe you are somebody who goes antiquing